I think he's going to be done at a certain time and the race goes differently for him so that I'm stuck there in the heat, all these things. And I didn't hydrate myself well enough. So like you do the best you can and knowing how your system responds is amazing. And having things on hand like a fantastic powder or something can really help to fill the gaps when you need. But just knowing what electrolytes do, what minerals do in your system and how, important they are is so helpful. Hey there, welcome to the Female Health Solution podcast where we discuss women's health, hormones, and everything else in between. Join me as we dive into the tools that you need to live your healthiest life. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Female Health Solution podcast. I am your host, Dr. Beth Westy. Today, we're going to talk about, let me get it right, what we're talking about. What electrolytes and minerals do for the female body. Why is this important? Why do we need to I keep talking about minerals, and I know you're probably thinking, gosh, come on. Enough already. Not enough already. You need minerals and electrolytes and everything, right? Why is this important? What's the big deal? This is kind of how our body runs. Our electrolytes are used for fluid balance, pH balance, muscle and nerve function. One of the most common things that people can kind of recognize is if you get foot cramps or calf cramps or leg cramps, that you would potentially be low in minerals. A lot of times people think, oh, it's potassium. I have a foot cramp. I need a banana. Okay. I mean, maybe. Magnesium is usually the culprit there. And you can take a magnesium supplement. You can, use a powder in a water. You can take an Epsom salt bath or use a magnesium cream or lots of different ways to get this in. Yes, but that's one of the signals that your system wouldn't be getting enough, again, because minerals are so important for muscle and nerve function. Now, if it's nerve function, how do we know that? It can be headaches, ringing in your ears, visual shifts or changes, right? A change in taste bud, a change in digestive function. There's a ton of different things that it could be that signal it's a nerve mineral depletion, right? It helps with heart function, blood pressure, bone health, teeth health, um, overall digestive process, and then your metabolism, your overall metabolism. So if you are not getting enough minerals in, you can have a lowered metabolism. So what this means is that you can be eating clean, eating perfect, all the things, and then not getting enough minerals. It doesn't matter. Your body's not going to have a good, healthy metabolism if you don't get enough minerals. Oh, yes, they're that important. So when we talk about the female body specifically, one of the really tough things for us as women is that every month, unless you're pregnant, right? Or you're taking something to not have a period, when you have your period, it is draining on your system, especially if you're not replenishing those lost nutrients, those lost minerals. So that would mean that your body has to house, store blood, go through this huge turnover process. It's a lot. This is why I always talk about women needing more sleep and more minerals. Right? And especially the recommended dosage for a lot of things are based off of the male body, not the female body. So if you're just following the daily recommended dose, blah, 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 you might not be getting enough. That means that you're in a constant deficit. And I'm getting real fired up here. And stress depletes your system more. That's right. So this can be anything that's a stressor. And again, normal stressors of your life. So having your period is a stressor on your body. Should you be able to handle it? Yes. But you can handle it a lot better if you add more minerals throughout the month. That helps your system process that much better. Without that, your system becomes depleted really quickly and easily. Specifically magnesium. Right? Stress can cause a depletion in magnesium, iron, calcium, zinc, vitamin C, B vitamins. What are some of the supplements that are always recommended to women? Calcium, vitamin C, vitamin D, B vitamins, right? Could it be because we're under a lot of stress all the time? Could it be? Yes, of course, that's why. Sorry, I'm getting really fired up. This is what it is. How do we combat this? How do we figure this out? Get more minerals in, man. Get more minerals in. Yeah, that that's it. That's it. Now, is it possible to get too much? I mean, it is possible, but don't take a whole bottle of minerals a day, right? This is just a little bit adding in. And one of the things that you can gauge is really what's right for you. What's right for you? And what time of the month are you in? And how much stress are you under? And what's really helpful? For me, for example, if I am in my progesterone phase, luteal phase, days, 15 through 28 or weeks 3 and 4 of my cycle, and I'm going to go to a hot yoga class because it just sometimes feels really good, right? Hot yoga, I mean, sometimes it can get real hot in there, right? Right? What do I do to prep and prepare for that besides, oh, I stay hydrated? I mean, of course, duh. I do an extra serving of minerals the night before, the morning of, and then after the class. If I don't, I will get a headache after having a hot yoga class. So, what I realized is that I need more minerals to support my system in that phase. Now, someone could very easily say, well, then just don't do hot yoga then. Right, right. Okay. Like for sure that's an option. And sometimes I don't feel like going to yoga. But if there's a time where I'm like, oh, I woke up and I'm stiff and I'm like, I really want to go to yoga tomorrow. That's going to really help with my day. Say one of my kids has an event coming up and I have to sit in bleachers for hours and that's going to be uncomfortable and everything else. Oh, right? What are things that I can do to prepare myself for that? An hour of hot yoga? Yes, please. But in order to not get a headache, if I'm at that certain time of the month, I hydrate differently, adding in these minerals. And then it makes it that much easier for my system to go through, do the hot yoga, feel amazing, not get a headache, and then be able to sit in bleachers to watch my kid, right? And to be a good mom, you know? Like that's the thing, right? So when we're looking at all these things and saying, gosh, just don't do yoga then. Well, sure. But doing yoga is really helpful for me. So I just have to tweak what I'm doing, to use different tools, support my system differently, and then I can have an amazing, amazing day. That's why it's helpful to understand minerals and your body and your hormones and everything. That's why it's helpful to really tune into, and just follow the simple directions of listening to your body more because of what the minerals do, right? What they do for your body. Not, oh yeah, I get minerals in, blah, blah, blah. Do you need them? Are you overdoing it or not? Right? For me, because of stress, because of active lifestyle, because of all these things, I often don't overdo it. I often come up short, right? That's why I would need to super hydrate with minerals, the night before yoga and after yoga. Do I have to do that during weeks 1 and 2 or follicular phase or estrogen phase? No. I can get minerals in either before or after the yoga class and be just fine. Now, it took me a while to figure this out. It took me a while, right? To sort of figure out, okay, this is the magic combination of adding in these minerals so that when I do this activity or something, there we go. Am I able to be perfect at it all the time, 100% of the time? No. I mean, there are times where, oh, we're going to a child's sporting event that's outside, and I'm thinking, oh, it's a moderate temperature outside, and I get outside later and I'm like, whoa, it is really hot out and it's super humid. And ooh, I did not hydrate enough for this. And I got stuck out there, 2 hours longer than I thought I was going to be out there. I mean, these things have happened, right? I've had this happen when I'm watching my husband run an ultramarathon. I think he's going to be done at a certain time and the race goes differently for him. So that I'm stuck there in the heat, all these things. And I didn't hydrate myself well enough. So like you do the best you can, and knowing how your system responds is amazing. And having things on hand, like a fantastic powder or something, can really help to fill the gaps when you need. But just knowing what electrolytes do, what minerals do in your system, and how, important they are is so helpful. And again, doing a good job most of the time when it's in your control is the best you can do. So that when things don't go as planned, you can always catch up later or just add more minerals later to really see and feel the benefit. So, all right, that's what I got for you guys today, talking about minerals, what they do in the body, why they're important. Start hydrating differently, and you're going to start to notice a difference in how you feel, how you function, how you repair, how your metabolism functions, all the things. Yes. All right. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being here. Let me know if you have any other questions. Don't hesitate to drop a question. I'm more than happy to answer questions. And if you reach out to me, I hear from women every day from all over the world because so many women just don't understand these basic principles to help nourish our bodies. So have a great day, and I will see you later. Thank you for joining me on today's episode. If you would like more information, just head on over to drbethwesty.com for all the show notes and information from today's episode. And if you're looking for more community, more support, you can find and follow me on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and I would love to see you there.